The wind screamed through the cliffs like a soul trying to escape. Jagged basalt walls loomed high above, their blackened surfaces slick with ancient ash. Sulfur hissed from the vents in the stone, the ground itself exhaling heat. Soldiers crept through the fractured earth, rifles raised. They called it Hell Cave. And somewhere up ahead, the Pit River people were waiting. It was late September, 1867. The U.S. Army had been chasing reports of a hostile band through northeastern California for weeks. Raids on cattle drives, settlers missing, ranches burned. But these weren't warriors on the offensive. They were survivors. A small group of Pit River Indians, driven into hiding, cornered near the lava beds close to what's now likely California. Captain David Perry of the 1st Cavalry had tracked them with close to 70 men, reinforcements from Fort Crook and Fort Bidwell. Their destination was a jagged canyon of volcanic rock and steaming fissures, known even then for its dead air and violent terrain. Locals wouldn't go near it. But Perry pressed on. The terrain was hostile to everyone. Miles of sharp rock, crevices wide enough to swallow horses, smoke rising from cracks in the earth. There were no trees, no shelter, just dust, silence, and heat. The Pit River people had fled there for a reason. It wasn't just a hiding place, it was a trap. When the soldiers reached the caverns, the first shots rang out. Gunfire cracked through the canyon walls like thunder, echoing and multiplying until no one knew where it came from. Captain Perry dropped instantly, shot through the chest. Chaos followed. His men scrambled for cover. Some froze, others fired blindly into the smoke. The Pit River fighters had taken positions in the lava tubes, natural tunnels carved by ancient fire, some of them barely wide enough to crawl through. They moved like ghosts through the steam, emerging, striking, vanishing again. What should have been a clean sweep became a slaughter. One soldier was found later with his rifle still loaded, never fired. Another had fallen into a fissure, wedged so tightly they couldn't retrieve his body. One man was burned trying to flush out a tunnel with fire. It turned back on him. By sunset, the defenders were gone, and the army was licking its wounds. They returned the next morning, stepping over scorched earth and the bodies of their own. They found Perry's corpse where it had fallen beside others, cut, burned, disfigured by close combat. Some had bled out in silence. Some had no visible wounds at all. They never counted how many Pit River fighters had died. They didn't know their names. They didn't care to learn them. The army declared a victory, but no one celebrated. The survivors left the lava beds with silence on their tongues. They didn't talk about what happened there. Some transferred posts. A few simply disappeared into the frontier, never seen again. In time, the site was named Infernal Caverns, and a monument was raised, a granite slab etched with the names of the white soldiers who died. It stands there still, overlooking the same cracked valley. There is no stone for the Pit River dead, no graves, no markers, just scorched rock and steam. For decades, travelers avoided the place. Horses spooked. Campfires refused to light. Hikers got lost in canyons that didn't exist on any map. People swore they heard voices, low, angry voices, speaking a language no one alive remembered. Some say the ground there still breathes. If you go now, you'll find the monument, weathered by time. You'll find the steam rising from the cracks, the cliffs unchanged. And if you stand too long in the caverns and close your eyes, you might hear the wind again, but it won't sound like wind. It'll sound like a warning. Thank you for listening to Deserted Trails. Subscribe for more forgotten stories from the old frontier.